There's a lot to unpack with that one.
Oh yeah, they took you on a journey.
Yeah, man. When I heard the twinkly Midwest emo part, I was not expecting to hear blast beats later on.
Yeah, yeah. I love that build up at the beginning. Like it's like you think it's just gonna be like the like Midwest emo American football level of intensity, and then it gets a little faster and the drum beat gets a little hotter, and you're like, okay, this is gonna be like a La Dispute thing, and then it's like, oh no, they're going to like
they're going
3 notches beyond that.
Yeah. It's like a build up to a cliff.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it's that. What's that roller coaster that like it's like the drop is more than 90 degrees?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
No,
the
I know what
Millennium
you're
Force
talking
or
about.
something. Yeah.
You think you know what you're up for, but you have no idea.
Yeah, it's big like Me Without You vibes.
Oh yeah.
Very much.
Yeah.
I love that vocal style of I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm having a breakdown.
It's definitely very melodramatic in that sort of way. Yeah, for sure.
But very heartfelt, and like I love that lyric style, that kind of Me Without You lyric style, where it's just like very direct, you know.
Yeah.
I love that we're just, what was it?
We are desperate
kids doing extraordinary things,
and we are just like you.
and we're just like you.
Yeah, that's
such
so
a
good.
Great line.
Yeah,
it's like a
great
call to
line.
action.
Yeah. And who left our hearts so hollow? Yeah. Who left?
Yeah. I'm like, man, I gotta like,
Or who stopped our hearts? Who left us so hollow? Yeah, good. Just good, like solid. I'm gonna cry about it lines.
Yeah,
you know?
I gotta get like all my friends into this band so we can all go see them and like yell those lines back at them.
yeah.
There's just one part of the crowd with like 15 people that somehow know all the lyrics, even though they're like an unknown band.
Yeah,
That feels good. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
That feels really good.
No, it's super cool when you're like very just getting started out, but people know like of you like locally or whatever. It's always super cool because there are people who, you know, fuck with you and they'll.
Yeah.
Those are like the defining moments, I think, in a lot of ways. I had like one moment like that. I was on tour. I think this was like 2015, so a fucking while ago. But I was touring with the band, and I was doing some opening acts as my like solo acoustic act, and I got this gig at a beer garden in Midland, Texas, in the middle of fucking nowhere. If you know where Midland, Texas is, it's the middle of fucking nowhere.
I know where Midland, Michigan is.
Yeah, might as well be. And it was like a pretty solid crowd came out. I sold out my merch, and they sang along to like 3/4 of my songs. No, I'd never been to this town before.
That is wild.
They just like enough people looked me up and like fucked with it. I was like, holy shit!
That's awesome.
It was just like one of those like, you know, watershed moments where I'm like, fuck, I like doing this.
I always find it interesting when there are bands like you look at like their demographics or whatever, and it's like, oh, they're a Chicago-based band, but for some reason, like they have their Poland just really fucks with them or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, we're from Chicago, but 98% of our listeners are from another country.
Yeah, it's like we're big in Romania or whatever.
Yeah, wild shit. Yeah.
Is that the next big in Japan?
I have a few friends who have been in bands that did that. Like there's this band Amaranth from Kalamazoo. They're like a goth industrial band that like
cool name.
2 to 3 of my friends are in, depending on their current lineup. And they never had much success in the U.S., but they like had like I guess a couple of their songs were like spun by like DJs in the goth clubs in like Berlin and shit.
Oh,
and
that's
like
sick.
so before the pandemic, they were like trying to plan a European tour because there's actually like more people who like will pay to see them over there.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
This has been a good episode, guys. I really enjoyed doing this, and made even more fun by actually being in the same room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
this was really fun.
Thanks for having us on. It's really fun hanging out and talking about music and shit.
Yeah, of course, man.
It's been a journey. We've gone from 90s disco to like
whatever
the
that
depths
was.
of emo.
The saddest landscape. I mean, it's an accurately named band.
Yeah, super accurate. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys want to plug your album or EP one more time before we sign off?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right. We're a band called Kill Mitchell. The EP is called A Stranglehold on Hope, and it'll be out March 7th on all your streaming apps and devices. And you can check us out on Bandcamp right now. KillMitchellMI.bandcamp.com.
This has been the Fresh Finds Podcast, the show about listening to new music with good people.